The essential understanding for this lesson is two-dimensional shapes can be combined to make new two-dimensional shapes. Previously, students used materials such as straws or string to create two-dimensional shapes. In this lesson, students use pattern blocks to combine two-dimensional shapes to create larger two-dimensional shapes. This problem is key because students show how to combine two-dimensional shapes in different ways to make a larger shape. Listen and look for students who place pattern blocks over the shape, leaving gaps, or letting the blocks extend beyond the outline of the shape. Help these students understand what it means to make the new shape. Their pattern blocks must cover all of the new shape without gaps or overlaps, and they must not go outside the outline of the shape. Where there is a gap, encourage these students to check if there is a pattern block that will fill it. Where a block goes beyond the outline, encourage them to check if there is a smaller pattern block that they could use. Listen and look for other students who show how to combine shapes to make the larger shape. One way they may do this is to start by using the smallest pattern block, the triangle, to fill the outline of the larger shape. Then, they replace the triangles, two at a time, with larger pattern blocks. These students are developing an understanding of how to combine two-dimensional shapes to make new two-dimensional shapes. Later, students will build upon this work by combining two-dimensional shapes to make new, more complex two-dimensional shapes.
Look at the shapes. How many small red shapes do you see? 2. How many large yellow shapes do you see? 1. You can use smaller shapes to make a large shape. You can trace the large shape. How many sides does the yellow shape have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The yellow shape has 6 sides. You can use smaller shapes to cover the tracing. How many red shapes do you need to cover the yellow shape? You need 2 red shapes. Is there a different way to make this shape? Yes. Now you know how to use smaller shapes to make a larger shape.